On this week's episode, we talk about Novocaine.
And other pop culture news from the week.
This week we saw a couple really fun, really good movies. We saw Novocaine with Jack Quaid, Amber Midthunder, and many other talented people. When we saw, what's the name of them?
Last Breath.
With Simu Liu, Woody Harrelson, and Flea. What's his name?
Oh gosh, I'd have to look it up. Sorry.
It was forgettable. It was a forgettable movie. That's why
Shut
I
up.
can't remember.
It was amazing. Finn Cole.
Finco, not Flea. Finco.
Don't know where Flea's coming to it.
Anyways, so let's talk about them and about some other things. But let's start talking about our first sponsor. No, I'm kidding.
Oh.
Let's
Dream
talk.
big.
Yeah. You don't get bought. It's not that easy. So let's talk about what's it called? Novocaine. Yeah. A movie that I thought it was about drugs. I thought the whole plot was created because of drugs, and surprisingly not. It was a little bit different that I expected, but it was fun. It was good, and we liked it. I liked it. So Novocaine, starring Jack Quaid, the son of Dennis Quaid, and which is funny because there's some smiles and things he does with his mouth.
Yeah.
If you cover the top of his head, is his father, like exact same. It's like genetic cloning. Yeah. And
I feel like that's Donald and Kiefer Sutherland. Like the older Kiefer Sutherland looks, the more he turns into his father.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah.
Anyways, so yeah, what was the movie about?
So Jack Quaid plays a young man named Nathan Cain.
Great name, right?
It really is Nathan Cain. Yeah. This is a guy who's gonna get stuff done. He has a genetic disorder that makes it so he doesn't really feel much of anything, but he can't.
Is that real?
Pain. Yeah, that is a real thing.
Okay.
It's incredibly rare, and it is like really dangerous, as it kind of explains at the beginning of the movie. Like because he can't feel pain, like he's never gonna know. Like if he might not know if he bites his tongue or burns something, or he can walk around with broken bones for days and have no idea, because he doesn't feel pain. So because of that, he lives like a very quiet, normal life. He like drinks. He doesn't even like chew solid foods. He's got tennis balls in all the corner. Anyway, he's a bank manager, very chill, stable, timid
shower.
guy.
I don't know if you noticed. There's something to stop the hot water.
Yeah. Because he wouldn't know. He wouldn't know if he burned himself or not. But then from there it kind of goes into a boy meets girl thing, and it's really sweet. And then there's a bank robbery, and it's super, super violent from there on out, as our timid young man has to sort of overcome, rise up and overcome and answer the hero's call, and it's lots of really
save the damsel in distress.
Yeah.
And the plot is simple, but it's really well done on the sense that the guy is funny.
He is, and he's totally typecast. Like this could easily be like first season of The Boys. This innocent, naive, sweet little guy ends up in this horribly violent world.
Yes.
Or very much like Boimler in Star Trek. Again, in Lower Decks, right? Innocent, good-hearted guy, makes a lot of mistakes, but his heart's always in the right place. Like he's typecast, but it's very entertaining. I have no problems with it.
No, very funny. They both the main couple does a really good job together. There's one of my marks for a good romance is if you cheering for the guy and for the girl, if you're cheering for both.
Yeah.
And it does work. They have what some might call chemistry. She's talented. We saw her in Prey. She leads the movie by herself. She co-leads with the Predator. She was also on Legion. And what was the other thing we saw?
Oh, we were just talking about it last night. I'll remember later when it's not important.
Yeah.
I'll check. You keep talking.
And some Stranger Things? No. Anyways, so in the
Avatar, the Netflix live action Last Airbender.
Yeah. and uh, and the bad guys are bad. You know,
Oh yeah.
there's no redeeming quality about the bad guys until there's
Mhm.
some revelations but you're gonna have to see it.
Mhm.
It's fun. It's action packed. We recommend. There's some little bit things that are predictable, but again, uh, uh, they do so much good things that the tiny little problems they do is it's forgettable.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's allowed.
I thought yeah, it was very entertaining. And besides like the entertaining like action violence aspect of it, like it had some heart. Like, you know, this guy who's coming out of this shell and trying to be brave to save this girl who totally changed his world in just one night. Like, oh,
Yeah,
so beautiful. It was really lovely.
yeah. I mean,
And also again like horrifically creatively violent.
yeah. I guess. Yeah.
I mean,
I mean, there's nothing like. Oh, that's new. Yeah, is there?
I thought so.
Yeah. All right.
I mean, especially that last one.
Well, the last one, it was like as soon as that happens,
Sure, you could see it coming, but it's I feel like I maybe haven't seen that before.
I feel like I don't know. After reading so many Wolverine
Oh,
comic books,
fair enough.
it's yeah. Anyways.
I guess that would be a similar issue. Like he feels the pain, but like he knows he's not going to be.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And no, it's fun. We fully recommend. You should go see it. These young talented people, with these young talented creators. It's as far as I know, it's not based on anything, so it's all original material, as original as it can be, because it's kind of like it has a lot of Deadpool, that doesn't get hurt or doesn't feel the pain. But
I thought a lot of Mr. Nobody.
Mr. Nobody,
Is it Mr. Nobody? Nobody?
Nobody, but he feels pain, doesn't he?
Oh yeah, he does. But I mean, like
Oh.
the style of violence, the way the story unfolds.
Yeah.
It running like that John Wick. The story is very different, but the fighting choreography reminded me very much of
Yeah.
those films.
And yeah, so it's good. It's fun. It might have one other thing. There's a trope or a little bit towards the unoriginal that comes with some making movies these days because of the woke influence. But it's so good that overall we recommend. It's fun, not for the young souls,
No, not for children.
but young adults, older young adults. What do you call like 18 and older?
Yeah, you say young adults.
Okay,
I think.
it's fun.
Yeah.
You should go see it. It's funny. It has like very funny moments, and yeah, it has heart. We recommend.
Yep.
Novocaine, available in theaters nationwide starting today. Who's also Pi Day.
Yeah, happy Pi Day, everyone.
So 3.4536.
3.14.
Yeah. Oh, I missed the one.
You did miss
3.
one.
Oh.
Sorry, babe.
I was about to say all of them, but I missed one.
I threw off your groove.
I'm not gonna say.
You have my deepest apologies.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Celebrate with some pie, some sweet pie, or some savory pie.
There's options.
Yeah.
It's an exciting world.
We also saw this movie called Last Breath.
So this one is starring Woody Harrelson, Simu Liu, and Finn Cole, among other. There's a few other familiar faces, but those are our main characters. This one, I missed this in the trailer, but it is a true story.
Trailer?
Huh?
No, it shows on the actual. It shows on the credits, the beginning.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying when we saw the trailer for the movie,
the trailer, okay.
I somehow I don't know if they said it. I did not realize that it was a true story until like the card at the very beginning of the movie. That's a true story, and it's actually based on a documentary that I would love to see. Although I suspect there aren't too many like diversions from the original.
Oh,
Anyway,
the makers of the documentary made this movie.
Oh, okay.
So yeah. The documentary it gets to a one level further into reality because they use the audio communications from the incident. They use the footage from the incident.
Yeah, they had a lot of footage.
And they interviewed the people involved after the fact. So it's this one they dramatized, but I think they did a really good job.
They did. It was phenomenal. And it tells a story about saturation divers. So these are guys who work on the seabed to maintain and repair like oil pipelines. And this specifically is in the North Sea, in Scotland. And they call them saturation divers because they're working at such low depths, like 300 feet, 1,000 feet, like really, really low. So before they even get there, they have to get in these tanks on the ship and like pressurize like their entire bodies in order to survive down there. And then after the dive, they have to depressurize over the span of like several days. So it's very intense. It's very, very dangerous. And if anything goes wrong, it takes a lot to make it right again. And I spent the entire movie, like it's such a good story. It's such a well-made film. It was so exciting, so interesting. I think everyone should watch it, but you should know that I spent the entire film in absolute agony. It was so tense. It was so stressful, but it was so good. I don't want to spoil anything. I feel like you just need to take this journey, but oh man.
Yeah, no, everything that happens is it's a fight, it's a struggle for surviving, for helping the guy that gets involved in the accident, and they give details. They give so many details. They like, it's like, what? How is this possible? How is gonna survive? Will they really get out of it? And when you watch some movies, even if you don't have a lot of information, because some movies have like a scheme, a grammar, tropes and cliches, you assume that happy endings, right? There's more happy endings than sad endings. But after watching so many movies, you get used to see sad endings, and at some point in the movie, you don't know if it's gonna be a happy ending or sad ending.
Truly, I didn't know until they started rolling.
Until the end, the movie.
Yeah.
And
even then, I was like, I don't know, man.
And it's a next level of entertaining, because you get so committed to the story, because it's not like Anakin's gonna win the pod race. It's like, it's fun, but deep in your heart, or even that deep in your heart, that it's not gonna die. They're not gonna kill him halfway through the movie. Not that kind of movie. But this movie is like, maybe this will end up really badly.
Truly, I had no idea.
Or maybe it will end up goodly. We don't know. I mean, we know. You don't know. You didn't see it. You have to go see it. And that's very, very interesting, because that's how life is. When things, tragedies, accidents happen, you hope for the best, but so and that's how it goes to this movie, to this journey. You hope for the best, and you're gonna have to see the movie to see what happens. If you get out of the movie crying, or crying for different reasons.
Yeah. And I think too, the fact that this is all a true story, it just made it so much better. Like the bravery, the camaraderie, the willingness to sacrifice, the ingenuity, like everything we saw from the crew on the ship, from the crew in the diving bell, like it's just, and to realize like humans really did that. On the whole, it just left me feeling really good and hopeful about the human race. And they're like, wow, people are amazing. At least these people are amazing. So I highly recommend this film. It's an incredible story, and they did a great job telling it and really making you feel like every minute. And truly, and you guys know, we watch a ton of movies. I feel like, I'm not saying this to like brag or anything, but like I feel like it's kind of hard to surprise us, or right? Because you get used to the tropes, you see the patterns in the writing and things like that. And yeah, like you said, truly no idea up until the end. So I highly recommend this to just about everyone. I wouldn't watch it with little kids. I think it's a little much. It's very intense. But overall, I think it's PG-13.
I would think so. There's no
bad
I
think
words.
They save like one F-bomb for the very, very end. And by that point, you're like, yeah, fair. That is, there's no other word. That's valid.
The MPAA said it's allowed.
Yeah. So yeah, I think everyone should see this movie.
Yeah.
So great.
Last Breath, available in theater. I think it should be available in theaters everywhere. If not a lot came out this past weekend. This weekend, we are on the weekend now, so this should be still available out there. And yeah, you should go look, find it, see it, watch it. If not, like, call your streaming services. It's like, we want this.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really good. You should go see Last Breath, Woody Harrelson, Flynn Rider,
Finn Cole
and
and Simu.
Simu. It's good.
Yep. Totally makes up for Mickey 17 last week. We are not the only ones who did not like it. It is not doing great at the box office.
Really weak box office, less than 20, right?
Yeah, 18.5 million.
Yeah, it's hogging. Hogging is the word, right?
Finish the sentence.
It's hogging the IMAX screens.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, because I don't know, they don't want to go back to Captain America, and there's nothing new. But I don't know. I feel like seeing Novocaine on IMAX would be a better use of IMAX than
I would agree.
Than Mickey 17.
It's objectively
Or even
Last Breath.
Last Breath.
Oh my gosh.
Right? I don't
that
know if
might have actually broken me.
Yeah, I don't know if that one was shot for IMAX, but if it was the case. But anyway, so Mickey 17 doing poorly. The very few people that saw in the first week, most likely not gonna go back for a second. No, most likely not gonna recommend.
So, yeah.
So the movie seems to getting doomed right away.
So, oh well. On the other hand, so we're currently in the middle of White Lotus season 3. Episode 4 got the series high with 3.4 million viewers.
Yeah, I don't know why, because the show the first half of the season so far, nothing is happening to like I don't know. Game of Thrones. Next week is the Red Wedding. People knew because people read the books and they spread the news. And people, you have to see next episode. It's gonna be next episode, and I would imagine that the numbers will go up. On White Lotus, why is
I don't get it. The first season was I thought was really good. There were characters to get invested in, storylines to get invested in. Stuff was happening every episode. The second season kind of slowed down. This season is like, it is so slow. I feel like the last 2 episodes for sure, it could have been 1 episode.
Yeah.
I don't think we would have lost anything.
Yeah.
There aren't, I don't know, I'm having a hard time getting like engaged in anybody's storyline. Probably because nothing much is happening.
Even when revelations come, like big revelations, it's like, it's like they come too late,
Yeah, or like they get revealed over and over again. Like Jason Isaacs' character has been stuck in the same, like nothing is happening. We're spending so much screen time with him, but he's been stuck in the same thing, no progress for the last like 3 episodes.
Yeah. And then Walter Goggins' character revelations, like, okay. It's like,
yeah.
It's like, because it took so long to reveal it. It's like, we assumed there would be something like that.
Yeah, we're 4 episodes in. It could have been 2 at most.
Yeah, and they have very talented casting, right?
They do.
Jason Isaacs. They have Walter Goggins. Patrick Schwarzenegger. Get to the chopper, son. The lady, can't remember her name.
Jason Isaacs. She's playing Jason Isaacs' wife.
Yes.
So, she is hilarious.
And then Michelle Monaghan, and then Blondie Downs plays a funny character on the show.
Judd
and of
Apatow's wife.
No, she's not Judd.
Isn't she?
No. Don't say that in front of the camera.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought.
No, he's married to the red hair.
What?
Yeah, what's that book? Emmy. No, it's a man's name. Leslie Mann. He's married to Leslie Mann.
Isn't she in the movie?
That's all Leslie Mann on the White Lotus.
Oh, dang it.
No, it's the lady from Ghostbusters, right? And there's the blondie that always plays that funny character. She was on that Alison Janney's Beach. Kristen Wiig. She was one of the rich, fancy ladies, right? She's playing sort of the same character now. In this case, she's the difference that she's Republican, and so far they didn't make a lot of fun of it. Which might mean she's gonna die. It's like, there's a nice decent Republican on the show, dead.
Yeah.
We'll see. I'm just guessing because it's Hollywood. But anyways, so
Kate Bohr is her name.
Yes, Leslie Bibb. Oh, Leslie Bibb.
Leslie Bibb. Yeah.
The wife is Leslie Mann.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Now it makes sense. The confusion is the same first name. Yeah. It's the right hair.
Okay.
Yeah.
Except for when she's blonde.
Well, I think she's natural head. Red.
Yeah. All right.
Anyway,
so my bad.
White Lotus, we're
Moving
still
on.
watching. It didn't lose us completely yet. Let's see how it goes. I hope next episode something crazy happens.
Yeah, we're due.
Or not, because I actually every season is that, right? Nothing happens until the end, and it ends. The difference is the other seasons. I don't know. The characters are more compelling, more funny, more interesting, and this one is like, not really.
I know Patrick Schwarzenegger's character feels so fake.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Anyways,
we'll see.
White Lotus is available on Max, HBO Max. All 3 seasons. The third season is running. It's on the middle of it.
Yep. Okay. Thousands of acres of Amazon rainforest. You know that's like super important for the global ecosystem. That's protected.
Allegedly. It is
all
protected.
That.
Yeah.
Has been cleared to make a highway for a UN climate summit.
So. It's like Al Gore or the guy who speaks like this, which is bucket. I'm John Kerry.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Taking private jets everywhere.
Bill Gates taking private jets everywhere.
Yeah.
And they can burn fuel, but we lowly humans can.
Yeah.
So it's the hypocrisy and the lack of a better word, the moronicness of these people, and it's like really. It's just like this
great.
is the stupid moment of the week. There might be more, but it's the stupidest idea of the week.
Yeah, it's a doozy.
Yeah,
it's a doozy. All right, let's look at some upcoming projects. Landman got renewed for season 2.
Landman from Tyler Sheridan. We saw
Taylor Sheridan.
We started his shows from the far end. We started with Tulsa King. That was spectacular. We still need to go back to Yellowstone, Landman, and the Bass.
Was it 1923?
Bass Reeves. Those
whatever.
are Yellowstone spin-offs. Yeah. So we're gonna go back to that. And we it's like that. It's like the delicious cake you save for later. So we're gonna get the cake, but we're gonna get there. Yeah, we might watch Landman and then go back because Landman looks good.
It does. He's all entertaining.
And has Billy Bob, former Mr. Angelina Jolie.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so weird. She married Brad Pitt, who's a beautiful man, he's a handsome man. But before she was married to Billy Bob.
Yeah.
Kind of sexual blackmail was happening there. As a matter of fact, when
there has been a lot of talk about how that was probably very abusive.
When she was shooting Tomb Raider, and I mean, love, obsession, or possessiveness. She had tattoos of his name all over her body.
Right.
They have to remove digitally and with makeup because Anyways, Hollywood weirdos. Let's move on.
Okay, Ted Lasso, against all good judgment and reason, has been renewed for season 4, and Jason Sudeikis is coming back.
Yeah.
The show ended so well.
Yeah, I guess you ended well, or you lived long enough to suck.
Well, they're doing it both. They're doing it all.
See what happens. They did it well. The entire show was very, very good. And the guy, I can't remember his name now, the creator of the show that was on Shrinking. They created Shrinking too. And so was the other writers. They're very talented. Let's see how they're gonna spend this.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it'll probably be enjoyable.
It has to be. I don't know. Some audiences and creators, producers, sometimes they treat audiences like idiots. It's like the way it ended. To restart, that's a major problem. Because once they hit restart, they can do what they've been doing for all these seasons. But there's ways to do that. And Smallville was one famous case for me because I watched when it was being aired. And the season would end. And I was like, yeah, he's going to become Superman now. It's time. John Williams soundtrack at the end of the season finale. And then comes the season premiere the following season. They solved that problem or the thing in 10 minutes, some if you're looking 20 minutes, and
Mm-hmm.
back to the original state. Clark said for Lana, I love Lana.
Oh my
Lana doesn't
gosh.
love me. And I go back to that, and he doesn't fly. He's not Superman. As a matter of fact, there was one season finale that he flew, and the next season premiere, he is like, someone's like, "Oh, you're gonna fly?" No, don't fly. It wasn't me. It was possessed by red kryptonite or some crap like that.
Yeah.
So to reset like that, I hope they better than this. I hope they find a really good acceptable coherent and a versatile way to bring him back. If they bring him back, maybe
They
they
could-
not.
Maybe, I mean, they could, yeah. So I feel like what they would need to do, I feel like it would be the most interesting if we follow him as he comes back to the States and starts coaching football again. New team, new crowd, new issues, right? Because he's finally like opened up this box of like his own profound mental health issues that he's got to like face and deal with.
Yeah.
So I feel like that could
get
be
done.
worth it.
So
Because also like I feel like everybody in London, like they kind of tied up all those ends and like got everybody to good places. I don't know.
So get done with England and restart in the US.
Yeah,
I guess that would be a way.
we could follow
It
the
will-
team in
it
the
will-
UK
it
and like
will
have
f-
him like Skype or something. I don't know, but
It will hurt some of the others because I'm pretty sure they want some of those back. It's
sure.
not only about him, which again is his show. Is on his name. So if they
Yeah.
do it, it's like, come on, guys, it's Ted Lasso. It's not whatever the team names is. Nobody even remembers.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Oh well.
but we'll see. Is there a date?
Nope.
Okay.
There is not. Cruel Intentions was canceled at Amazon after just one season.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't see no much interest. I never heard much about it. The only thing I heard was the girl is now on White Lotus. She's the girl. She's the
daughter,
the
Jason
sister,
Isaacs'
the
daughter?
sister that wants to go be a virgin in a nun temple, whatever.
At a meditation retreat.
Sure.
Spider-Man 4 is casting, and they've added Sadie Sink.
And
from
that's
Stranger Things.
exciting. She's a pretty, beautiful. What was that? Red hair on the Spider-Man movie.
Yeah.
You can always hope that she's Mary Jane. That she's gonna be Mary Jane, and forget about all the Mary Jane. And after all, she forgot about Peter. So, let's all forget about that. Or multiverse. I don't know if they're gonna still playing with that multiverse MJ.
Yeah.
But
Oh. Do you think they could go like the Black Cat route?
so I mean, it could, but should they? Because they get the Black Cat is like blonde, white hair,
Oh, sure.
wig. I mean, I guess it could be wig,
Yeah.
but I mean, why, right?
I don't know, for story, like something that Peter, it's like a relationship that Peter has, like aside. I don't know. I'm just guessing.
I mean,
just speculating.
MJ is gone, and I hope they don't fix that. At least not in the next.
Not right away.
Yeah, not in the next movie, if ever. And then MJ. Did they ever mention a last name?
I don't remember.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Anyways, so I heard people saying that she could be Gwen Stacy, but again, now we're gonna flip. Now Gwen's gonna be red hair instead of blonde. It's like
That's just madness.
It's like, come on, guys. It's like visual medium, visual. It's so simple. Here is the visual source material, the visual reference. Follow that, and no, there's like it's black become Asian, Asian become white, white. I mean, white erase reds. Erase because apparently Hollywood hates
It
red
is
hairs.
bizarre how much that happens. So in
I
this
hope they
case,
don't. They could go for Gwen, but I hope they don't have the stupid idea of dyeing her hair blonde. Because come on, seriously, it's like if you want a
So
blonde
stand
cast,
for that kind of redheaded erasure.
Yes, if you want a blonde cast a blonde. They did that to Bryce. Bryce Dallas Howard has blonde and has this beautiful red
Oh,
hair.
I know, she has the most amazing hair.
And
Dyeing it blonde is just criminal.
they dyed her blonde for Spider-Man 3. She's Gwen.
that's right.
For a second, it was poorly done.
Freaking tragic.
No, was she Gwen? No, she was Gwen.
Yeah.
Yeah. January Jones was Felicia, right? Yeah. Yeah. There's so many things in these old movies. They say, so what? Felicity Jones was there.
That's right. When they were, remember we were watching Kate and Leopold, this like old Hugh Jackman and Meg Ryan chick flick, and there's a scene where like he's walking the dog and the dog poops and he doesn't pick it up, and so this cop comes to give him a ticket, and it's Viola freaking Davis in this nothing role. And anyway, and I love going back and watching older movies. That happens a lot in Star Trek too. You'll see someone who goes on to become like a big television actor, and they're just like an ensign running around the background. Anyway.
Yeah.
Good times.
So yeah, Spider-Man 4. There's that. Is it good news or is it? We'll see.
At least it's interesting.
She's pretty as MJ. Mm-hmm. She's talented. We saw her on.
Yeah, she was great in Stranger Things. She had kind of a heavy role.
So, we'll see.
We will. Something else we will see is Resident Evil in 2026.
Yeah, they said this time it's gonna be accurate. I don't know. Resident Evil.
There are 6 Resident Evil movies?
I think 6 from the Andersons.
Yeah.
And 1 from some other person.
Okay.
Yeah, and I don't know. Yeah, at this point, we'll see. Yeah.
Okay. Stephen King Netflix is doing a remake of Cujo.
Yeah, Stephen King. There's one out there. Was it the Monkey?
Oh yeah. Like the monkey with the
apparently it's really good.
Thing. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. And now they're going back to the puppy that everybody loves.
Yeah.
Cujo.
Kind of a cool name. Obviously, I have not seen the film or read any. Anyway, the HBO Harry Potter series continues to put together its cast. Right now, Janet McTiernan is in talks to play Professor McGonagall.
She looks decent compared to the original live action.
It's definitely a different approach.
She's younger, right?
Yeah, much younger. Yeah, Maggie Smith was, what, 70s?
Does the book says how old is Mrs. McGonagall?
No. No.
But she has I would assume.
Well, she's old enough. She's old enough to have taught Harry's parents.
Oh, okay. So
she
old.
would be like, yeah. But I mean.
And she has a relationship with Dumbledore. Oh no, he's not Donald, right?
Nope. With Dumbledore, but not like a relationship. Like
sure, but
she looks up to him. She follows him.
Is he old enough that he taught her? Is that mentioned in the book?
Not that I recall. But I guess it's possible.
Yeah. I mean, until Fantastic Beasts, that they kind of messed. I feel like they messed up the timeline a little bit.
No.
Because the last one is what, in the 60s?
No. It's like in the 20s.
The last Fantastic Beasts?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe they didn't.
No.
Okay. Anyways, so yeah, they also cast. You got the black guy's name?
No, but Snape is. Oh, dang it.
Anyways, and they cast Snape.
We talked about it before. It's official now.
Yeah. So yeah, it's official now. Mm-hmm. Which is like people like look at Adam Driver's like, oh, really? Yeah, but I don't know.
Adam Driver's weird intensity. I mean, like physically, he's already. You wouldn't have to do much there.
But he can act. If he needs to be Snape, he would be the best Snape you can
think. But like
Adam
Driver brings this. He has this like bizarrely intense energy. Besides being a very good actor, he has this like weird intensity that would be very good for Snape. This like dark brooding.
I wonder if changing. Some people said no is the best for the role, which is BS. But I wonder if changing the cast drastically as changing the Snape from white snow to black. I wonder if that means they would actually change more for the series. You know, like because you some changes that you make, they're apparently a little. In the end, they have consequences, right?
Right.
So you're gonna have to change all the things too. I wonder if that's the idea, or if they're just gonna pretend that he's actually not black. Like for instance, in the books, from the books to the movies, did they change? I mean, not that they didn't use. Did they actually change anything? Like what?
Harry's entire battle with the dragon at the beginning of 4. There's a huge conversation that he's supposed to have with Remus in 3. That doesn't happen. That is like super important.
Yeah, but that's not change. That's a
Oh, like an omission.
omission.
Sure.
Things that actually change. It's like, wait, the book is not like that.
Yeah. The way
final
the
battle, right?
Betrothuses work. Yeah, the whole final battle. There are a lot of things, and especially as the movies go on. Like the first 2 were pretty close, as I recall. Although there are some like really iconic lines that are in the movie that aren't in the book. There's there are a lot of things left out, a lot of things changed, and a lot of the things that were I don't think the movies, especially like 3 through 8, I guess, because they split the last one to 2. 3 through 8, I don't think they're terribly successful adaptations.
Okay.
They're fun movies. I think they did a great job with like the aesthetic and the feel of the world. But yeah, they made some choices that I would not have.
And the lady Rowling, the fairy
Yeah,
godmother,
J.K.
she
Rowling.
was involved, right?
She was involved.
So being involved in this one, I guess there might be more changes, because again, it's another thing if you're gonna expand, but doing the same, because the show promised to adapt the books 1 season each book, as far as I can remember, and if you do exactly the same, so close, it was not even 30 years ago, they might change. So
they could.
we'll see.
Ginny's character, Ginny Weasley, her character was just gutted in the movies.
Yeah.
She's like this personality. It's such a bummer.
So yeah, she might pivot and fix the changes she did, or she might do all the changes.
Yeah.
And changing the cast could be a reflect of that. We'll see.
We'll see. Douglas Adams so he wrote Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. He was involved in various adaptations of it for radio, for television, for film. They're all different. And so it's happened a few times where like Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, the author was very involved with making the movie. It is completely different from the book, like totally different story. Yeah. So I don't know if it's authors retelling things, if it suits pushing things around, who knows?
A different medium,
but
we'll see. To adapt. I don't know.
Sure, or realizing like, wait, I had this other idea that maybe we could do
that
idea now.
But it didn't work on the book.
Yeah, it didn't work in the book, or I couldn't quite make it work, but it might be really cool on screen. I don't know.
Yeah. Oh well, we'll see.
We will indeed. Okay. Disney had an interesting moment. So Pixar has recently released their first series. It's a mini series called Win or Lose, and it tells a story of a middle school softball team getting ready for the big championship game. And every episode is from a different kid's perspective. So like same timeline, different points of view. And this is notable because in one of these episodes, the main character is actually praying at the beginning. I think
it's the very first episode.
Yeah. So this is the first like openly Christian character that Disney's given us in nearly 2 decades. And I know people say that representation doesn't matter, but it actually kind of matters when it's done right, and it's nice to see.
Yeah, because they Disney liberal media portray Christians as crazy cuckoo fanatics.
Yeah.
Every other religion is sacred, is important, but Christianism is not. So yeah, 20 years later, this happens. It's
to have a Christian character portrayed like respectfully. And
it's a
normally.
sign of times, good times. America's healing. Bridge of Terabithia. Is that?
Oh, is that the
Yeah, that
bridge
was
to Terabithia.
To Terabithia, from Terabithia, because if it's to, it's from, because the bridge goes and comes.
Sure.
Yeah, so that was the last time it happened in the Disney movie. So yeah, it's a good thing. So good. Yeah. But on the bad things that Disney do.
Yeah, don't worry. The status quo has not entirely been upset.
Disney scaling down the whole Snow White premiere. Not gonna have the whole usual pomp and circumstances and fans, if there would be any there. They only gonna be photographers, media, limited media, because the movie is tainted, it's cursed
Yeah.
because of the way they did, because of the way the main
It is.
star talks about it. So
Yeah.
flop away, I would say. I don't care. I they changed. Oh, we went through it. We talked about
Yeah.
the whole thing, the dwarfs, the there's no white, and there's not pretty. The witch, there's more pretty. Anyways, all that together, Disney knows they're not trying to hide,
Mm-hmm.
but they are trying to hide. The premiere is gonna be really,
No.
humble. They're trying to humble themselves, so they're forced to be humbled because of their mistakes. And I hope they learn and they do better. That's the only thing we can do.
I don't
And
think they will though, because I feel like
if
they got it.
if that means we don't pay for it, you don't pay for it. You're not gonna see it, and people are not gonna see it. Gonna flop.
Yeah, I'm
because
not gonna go out of my way.
because there's always the risk. There's always the risk that the movie has a little tiny little bit of success, and then they decide, what if we make another one? Hence Mufasa, and hence the sequel for Aladdin that I didn't think was bad, but it's like, why are you making a sequel that doesn't have Aladdin? It was the sequel would be about one of the princes that go ask Jasmine.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, so it's like, guys, come on. Anyways,
Yeah, it's so disappointing. There's one live action reboot that they did that I thought was, or live action remake that was so good, and that was a Cinderella. It was directed by Kenneth Branagh, and Kate Blanchett played the evil stepmother, and oh my gosh, it was phenomenal. It was beautiful. They got an Oscar nom for costume design. Totally deserved. It was spectacular. It's because he made a really different movie. Well, anyway, I feel like we've talked about that before. It's a hill I'll die on, a soapbox I'm happy to get on top of if ever Disney wants to have a chat about why these live action reboots have been largely disappointing at best.
Well.
Anyways, what's going on with DC and their YouTube channel, Alex?
Oh, this kid from I didn't put where he's from.
You did not.
I think it was from Korea. He hacked the YouTube DC YouTube channel.
And by kid we mean middle schooler, so
yes,
like 12-year-old, 13-year-old.
Yeah. Oh, and the things of the DC, James Gunn's DC, he keeps announcing, oh, this is gonna be Elseworlds. Oh, this is gonna be in a separate universe. And this is such a mess going on there. Well,
yeah.
DC executives hoping they're putting all their bets, all their chips on the new Superman. If the movie fails, it will most likely be the end of this studio, as not even airs yet. They might sell it, and they already been talking about selling it anyways. And there's like divided opinions. People that saw it liked it, people that saw it like, eh. And you mentioned before, some people said that it feels like Guardians of the Galaxy. It's like, duh, James Gunn movie feel like this is the only thing he can do. Without the crass jokes, because this is Superman. I don't think they're gonna make the same jokes they made on Suicide Squad or on Guardians of the Galaxy, or some of it, and to the point that they're like investing hard in some like surprises and cameos. There's a rumor going on that Jor-El, the role of Jor-El, that was not announced yet, as everybody.
That's right. We didn't see that in the trailer at all or anything.
And the role of Jor-El would be like a big, huge name. And there's even talks about how Tom Cruise would be it. But
that is a big name.
Yeah.
Small man, big name.
But yeah, but even the treatment of it was like, I felt like Snyder did like Jor-El, Lara, the Krypton part of the movie was spectacular. It was like really good. So when Jor-El comes,
I really felt the tragedy of it.
Yeah,
like I was crying at the beginning of the movie.
Later in the movie, it's like you have this character, this whole baggage that you were part of it. It was not like, oh, Krypton was destroyed. It was like, yeah, Krypton was destroyed, my son. Richard Donner did really well too.
He really did. I love those movies.
It's I don't think that would be something coming from Gunn. So we would see Jor-El in flashbacks. because he said it's not an origin movie. So in 30
That's
seconds
a good point.
flashback.
Yeah.
So but still use Tom Cruise. It feels like a cop out unnecessary expense to pay Mr. Cruise for 30 seconds role.
Yeah.
Anyways, it could be someone else. They're talking about big names, and the biggest they mention is that. And
John Cena.
no, jeez. Yeah, but yeah, it's a mess there. We'll see.
Yeah.
It's the I think it's the next biggest project. It might be the last if it fails. The actor doing Superman being interviewed if he would come back. It was like, if he would come back? The question already sounds like, what's going on, guys? If he would come back, you want to make one Superman movie, really? You're gonna fall for that mistake again? And he says, it's not up to me. I was like, what? They're gonna kill this guy? They're gonna bring Cavill back? Because on my head, that would be the only scenario that would work. And there was like, so I don't know, Lois, what's the bucket? The Amy Adams wakes up and says, it was just a nightmare, Clark. You're here. Yeah. But I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
That's all we have for this week.
That's everything.
Yeah. I guess we come back next week with more pop culture news entertainment. Happy Pi Day.
Yeah.
And in a couple of days, happy St.
St.
Patrick's Day. We're gonna see all the holiday movies, all the St. Patrick Day's movies. Is there any?
Do we need to see them?
Is there any?
There's one with, I think it was Amy Adams, the whole proposal.
No, that's leap year.
Oh, that's leap year.
It goes to Ireland.
That's right.
That's leap year. So I guess that's it. There's none.
There's a couple like really solid episodes of It's Always Sunny.
It's sunny. Oh yeah, but yeah, they have a Irish pub, so every day is St. Patty's Day.
It's true. It's true.
Yeah.
In fact, the pub is called Patty's. Yeah.
Anyway, we will find things to see, if Irish or not. So look at the Irish way, huh? What do you say?
I don't say that.
Come on, she says that all the time. She's not gonna sing.
But some friends invited us over for corned beef. We'll do something green.
Yeah. Look for leprechauns.
Leprechauns.
Yeah, I'm from the south of Ireland.
Sure.
And we speak different now.
Oh,
anyways,
I love you so much.
May the force be with you.
Good luck and prosper.
Bye.
Bye.